Formby in a bit of a jam here in the first inning. There's a ground ball to short, could be two. We go to second for one, on to first. They just get him at first for the double play. Bang, bang play, Jamie, at first base.
Exactly what Cedartown needed. That was not a scorcher, but a hard enough hit ball to shortstop. Over close to the second base bag. Made the right decision. It was too close to step on the bag himself. Flipped it over to the second baseman covering. Good turn and a good accurate throw over to first base for a 6-4-3. So now a runner 90 feet away from making it a one-run game, but 2 outs now.
This will bring up Tomsack, number 44, Sam Tomsack, the catcher. And he'll take a pitch at the letters for a called strike, 0-1. First of several great, beautiful days here for baseball this week. Stretching the 0-1. Call, strike 2.
Corner.
Yeah, got the outside corner call. 0-2 with 2 outs. This series wraps up on Friday. Temperature should be about 80 degrees on Friday. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Look into Tomsack, the catcher. Formby deals. Hit hard left field, base hit. That's going to score a run. It's going to be a 1-0 lead for the Buccaneers. He's going to round first and head towards second. Throw comes into second to the cutoff man, and he's going to have himself an RBI double with 2 outs.
Up next, number 8, Will Elms.
Turned on a 2-strike pitch and drilled it out to left field.
I think if Samuel gets that pitch back, he might make a different selection. Or he just mislocated it. Either way, the Buccaneers strike first here in the top of the first inning. They cash in that leadoff base runner.
Brings up Will Elms.
Elms, an outfielder. The pitch to him. It's a swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Samuel with a look in. He'll check the runner at second. And there's a liner foul down the opposite side. Strike 2. Along with Jamie Newsom, Andrew Carter with you live from the Dog Pound at CHS. Cedartown Bulldogs and the region newcomers, Allatoona Buccaneers. They're definitely no newcomers to success in the high school baseball circuit.
They are not.
They are very successful. And we're going to see one of the best pitchers in the state in the bottom half of this inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, got him with a curveball for strike 3. But 1 run will score. They'll have to throw him out, and they will. And that'll be out number 3. But 1 run will score on an RBI double.
Hey, got one, guys.
And we head now to the bottom half of the first. The Buccaneers won and the Bulldogs coming up. This 60-second break will return after this on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to Cedartown High School Bulldogs Baseball on your home of Cedartown High Sports, the Big Double A. Cedartown about to enter the bottom half of the first inning, trailing the Allatoona Buccaneers by a score of 1-0. Cooper Underwood is the pitcher for the Allatoona Buccaneers. Andrew, my understanding is this young man is highly recruited, maybe one of the top, if not the top, pitching prospect in Georgia.
Yeah, Jamie, he's a lefty. Throws about 92 mile per hour four-seam fastball, has a wicked curveball, and it's going to be a challenge for these Bulldog hitters. So we'll start out with, of course, Samuel Formby, who will lead off, and Owen Gerald, number 2 in the batting lineup, and also where's number 2? Caleb Formby batting 3rd, Ace Allen, the cleanup hitter, Everett Perkins batting 5th, and then, of course, batting 6 will be Jay O'Neill, Connor Peak, Gavin Allred, and Jacob Yarbrough for the Dogs.
Bulldogs, number 6, Samuel Formby.
So we'll see this talented lefty on the mound for this Allatoona Buccaneers team as we start the bottom half of the first inning. Allatoona High School located just inside the Cobb County line. Got a bit away from him there, inside ball 1.
Behind him.
Yeah, behind him. 1-0 the count.
Hit the ball.
1-0 pitch on the way. Popped up to the right side. It's a big league pop-up. First baseman in foul territory will drift into fair territory, and Paul makes the catch for the first out.
Up next, number 2, Tweet Gerald.
Owen Tweet Gerald will be the batter. 1 out after the pop out by Samuel Formby. Here's the first pitch to it. That one bounced up there inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Tom Zach, the catcher, Hope at 3rd, Planetta at short, Mancini at 2nd, Paul at 1st, Reynolds in left, Jenkins right, Harrison in center it's Jenkins and Harrison in right. 1-0 pitch. Wow.
When you say
break
wicked
on that.
curveball, that wasn't a loopy curveball. That was one of those that snaps.
I don't even know if that was a curve. It might have been more like a slider. There's the curve, and that's low. 2 balls and a strike.
That ball snapped. It didn't curve, it turned.
Yeah, that's right. 90-degree angle bow. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled at the plate, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Underwood with the wind and the 2-2 on the way. And Tweet fouls that one away to stay alive. And with the movement that pitch had on it, it really says something that he got any kind of contact on it.
Both of our dogs have put bats on it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball misses low, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Gerald has worked this count full.
Go, Coop.
Cooper Underwood. Southpaw fireball thrower. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. They will have to throw him out. Catcher will throw high to first, and it gets over his head, and he's going to reach on a drop strikeout and an error on the throw from the catcher. Any way you can get aboard.
You can get him aboard.
Number 8.
Swinging strike 3 in the dirt, bounces up the first base line from the catcher, rolling off into foul territory. Catcher sailed the first baseman.
Any port in the storm, as they say.
That's exactly right. Brings up number 8 for the Dogs, Formby, the shortstop. With 1 on and 1 out. Cedartown trails 1-0, bottom of the first.
There's another big old breaking ball that misses low and in for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Caleb Formby. Clear blue sky. Wind is present. It's kind of blowing left to right, kind of swirling in from center field, but not blowing nearly as hard as it did the last home game we had, which was Friday. 1-0 bounces away, and Gerald will be standing at second base. And the count is 2-0.
So the Dogs now have the tying run at second base with 1 out. Formby, the batter, Ace Allen on deck.
And now we got a coaching visit. In fact, it's Coach Harson, Coach Hanson, making a visit to the mound, checking on his pitcher. He appears to be okay. So that conference is concluded. We'll head back to the first base coaching box, or toward the dugout, rather. He's in the dugout. He's got other assistant coaches on the base pads. 2 balls and no strikes to Caleb Formby, the Bulldog shortstop. Now the wind has died down. The flag kind of hanging limp from the flagpole in straightaway center. The 2-0.
Checked his swing, or did he?
I think he did.
Upset he went.
Wow. I thought he checked it, Jamie. 2-1 the count. Tweed at second base with 1 out, and the 2-1. Called strike. That one sunk in there.
Two the count on Formby.
A 1-0 lead already for the Buccaneers. They scored in the top of the first, a 2-out RBI double. Dogs threatening here in the first inning. That one missing a bit inside, ball 3.
He didn't go.
He didn't go. I think some of the Allatoona faithful here were looking for a called strike 3, and it was close. It was just off the inside corner.
Yeah, it was a curve that broke before it got to the plate. Didn't get the plate.
So full count now, 3-2 to Caleb Formby. Underwood checks the runner at second, the pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Going to be a tough play. He'll pick it up. They'll throw to third. They got the runner in a rundown from second and third. And still in the rundown. Going to try to tag him. They will. Get the lead runner heading to second is Caleb Formby, and he's going to get caught. And the Dogs run themselves into 3 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. A couple of base running mistakes. I don't know if really we had much. I mean, we were heading to third base regardless. Get that out, but then Formby trying to get to second base, and he gets erased out to rights.
I know what Coach Johnson is going to say. You're on second base. It's not a force. So before you commit to third, make him commit to throwing it to first.
Exactly.
When advance towards third a third of the way. Force him to throw, and then you can walk to third. They may throw the guy out at third, then you got 2 outs with a runner at third base. But an unfortunate turn of events with some slight base running mistakes, a rundown that records out number 2, and then attempting to advance to second goes down Formby for out number 3. So, with 1 inning in the books, your beloved Bulldogs trail the Allatoona Buccaneers by a score of 1-0. We'll be back after a 60-second timeout.
Let's take a 30-second break.
30 seconds? We'll do 30 seconds.
30-second break. We'll be back in a moment.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back to Bulldogs baseballs, ladies and gentlemen. Cedartown High School playing the Allatoona Buccaneers and trailing by a score of 1-0 after the close of the first inning. Top half of the second inning about to be underway with Pope, Harrison, and Manici batting for the Buccaneers.
First pitch from Samuel Formby misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Parker Hope at the plate, and he will do the half swing, and he went around for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to count to him. Dogs had a runner on second with 1 out, and we run into a bases. There's a swing and a miss on that high fastball, 1-2 the count. Dogs run into 2 outs with a tag out at a run down at third base, and then as Caleb Formby trying to get to second base. That one misses low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He was also forced out. 2-2 the count now to Hope. Hope is the third baseman. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They will have to throw him out. It was in the dirt, and they will throw high, and he will reach. So there's an E2 on the throw, and the Buccaneers will reach
Up the bat,
on a strikeout.
number 1, Ben Harrison.
Harrison now at the plate, Mancini on deck. So that's the second time in this game we've seen that. Once from the Buccaneers, once from the Bulldogs. A drop, strike 3, and then throw the ball away.
Is there any difference between throwing the ball to first base from fair territory than it is from foul territory?
What you have to do is clear the base runner and get an angle.
Pitch on the way. Squares to bunt, lays it down to the pitcher. Samuel Formby Fields throws to first in time. Good throw, got him for the first out. And to second base goes Hope. That was Harrison at the plate, who grounds out on the bunt try. He does advance the second run to second base.
Number 7, Dylan Mancini.
The potential second
If
run.
the drop third strike rolls down the baseline, you got to take a crow step one way or another and
Right.
create the angle. But no.
Here's Mancini. Called strike 1 from Samuel, 0-1. Needless to say, it's a tough throw to make when you're coming out of the stance, and then when you're having to make it and worrying about the runner running through the path of your throw. That one misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hope leads away at second base. 1-1 pitch. Well outside, 2 balls and a strike. Beautiful day for baseball. There's some room for you if you want to come. Some good food down below as well. Nana's got some red velvet cake and I think she's got like some grape salad and stuff like that. Some other good treats. Swing and a miss on the fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count. Samuel exhales, looks to second and deals. High fly ball to left field. Connor
Be an
Peak
easy play. And
will
it is.
range back and he'll make the catch. Runner
Not
will,
deep enough to advance the runner.
Nope. It'll be out number 2, and a good job there by Samuel Formby to force the, in a sense, a pop out. We'll call it a high fly ball. It was relatively deep to left field, but
Up the bat, number 22, Jacob Jenkins.
it's got to be extremely deep in left field or turning the left fielder around for the runner to advance from second to third anyway.
Yes.
Number 9 hitter is Jenkins. Looked at second, and the pitch almost, it did hit him.
Didn't feel a thing. Pure muscle.
He sure didn't seem to get out of the way of that one. But he took one for the team, did the center fielder Jenkins.
I love to hear the
Up
dads.
next, number 2.
Well, you were one.
Yeah, I still am. Don't rub it.
Back to the top of the order. Planetta, the shortstop, 1 for 1 with a run scored. He's scored their only run so far, and they're one of their 2 hits for the Buccaneers. So 2 aboard and 2 out here in the top of the second. Formby deals a breaking ball upstairs, ball 1.
My favorite story about that in all the history of Cedartown High School is Dalton Prince. Do you remember that?
Was that the one? Was that the Rockmart game
It
where
was.
he got cut in the lip by a hit pitch and went to the emergency room, came back and re-entered the game and had a game-winning hit?
Yes.
Very close play at second base on the pickoff move. Back safely.
Got hit in the mouth.
Got some stitches.
About the first or second inning, Mama took him to Pope Medical Center. Got his face sewed up, came back, finished the game.
And had a key hit as well. Upstairs, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes.
Let's go in. You got 2.
Samuel deals a 2-0. Called strike one, got the corner on the outside part.
2 balls and 1 strike to count. 2 outs, runner on second base. Dogs trail 1-0. Top of the second.
The 2-1 on the way. Missing up. 3 balls and a strike. He doesn't want to load the bases here. Here's the 3-1. Called strike 2, got the outside corner. And it's a 3-2 count with 2 outs, runners on first and second. Samuel with a big pitch here. Here's the payoff. Line drive left field, that is a foul ball. And if that's fair, it may be 3-0.
Yeah. With it being the payoff pitch, runners were moving on the pitcher's motion.
Yep.
It would have been a 2-run double.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff. Foul away again.
Way to fight. Hey, 2 out here. Let's go.
Wind blowing in from center field. Another payoff pitch coming from Samuel Formby with 2 outs. Runners go. Pitch. Grounded to third. We will not get a single out. It kind of short hop over there by Ace Allen. He couldn't handle it, and the bases are going to be loaded.
Up next, number 10.
He was thinking about maybe getting that force to their third base
and
rushed it a bit, and they'll be loaded up for Reynolds. Jack Reynolds, the left fielder, took a base on balls his last time. There's a call strike 1 to the left-handed batter. 0-1.
Bases are loaded, dogs, but nobody hurt yet.
Not yet.
2 outs. Get this guy, and we come back and bat.
0-1. Fouled at the plate, strike 2.
Let's go.
So quickly 2 strikes on Reynolds. We'll see if
You got this, Jack.
Samuel can finish it off here. The 0-2. Call strike 3. Got him looking to leave them loaded, Jamie.
Leave the bases loaded. Good job, dogs. Inning started off with a defensive miscue, and then another defensive miscue lets us load the bases, but the dogs keep their heads and shut down on a called strike 3 there, that last batter. So, with an inning and a half closed, the dogs still trail by a score of 1-0, but we'll be back after a 60-second break and have a few words from our Bulldog sponsors.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown, or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Welcome back to baseball action, Cedartown High School fans. Jamie Newsom and Andrew Carter bringing you high school baseball action from the Dog Pound tonight. The Allatoona Buccaneers leading the Cedartown Bulldogs by a score of 1-0. About to be entering the bottom half of the second inning to see if these dogs can't get the run back, and maybe another one, Andrew.
Let's see if they can do that. Big ending to the top of this inning. Samuel Formby with some clutch pitching. Ace Allen to lead it off here. He'll face Cooper Underwood, the left-handed senior pitcher. It's a breaking ball that misses for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes.
Slow curve.
1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. He's been behind on some of these batters so far.
Several.
Which is certainly, considering what we've heard about this talented lefty, is kind of out of character of him. There's a ball sliced to right center field, hard hit, but right at the center fielder. He's going to get into position, and Jenkins runs it down and catches it for the first out.
Yeah, that ball was smoked out to right center field.
Next to bat, number 5, Everett Perkins.
That'll bring up Everett Perkins.
Even though that's an out, it's encouraging.
It's very
to see
encouraging.
The Bulldogs putting square wood on the ball.
It's extremely encouraging. First pitch to Perkins. It's low for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Try to check his swing, but I think it's a called strike anyway.
Yeah, it was going to be a strike anyway. Outside corner.
The pitch, swing and a miss, way late on that heat. One out here in the bottom of the second inning. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Everett Perkins. Breaking ball, low and away. Didn't miss by much. 2-2. Tough one to take.
Tough one to take, but whoever's calling pitches is doing a good job.
2-2. Chopper to short. Deep
Base
short.
hit.
Yeah, that's a base hit all the way. First hit for the Bulldogs will belong to Perkins. Infield single for him. Once it bounced past third base, he's safe. I don't care if the shortstop gets glove on it or not.
Number 10,
No, as deep in the hole as that was, Ozzie Smith wouldn't have thrown him out.
Jay O'Neill, the batter. I'm sure Jay in his travel ball years has seen or played against or played with
I'd feel
Mr.
rather
Underwood.
confident of that.
Both are pitching prospects. Perkins with his lead at first. Let's not run into an out again. Nasty breaking ball caught the outside corner. Strike 1 to Jay O'Neill.
Come on, Cooper Underwood. You can bring this one.
Stretch in instead of the throw to first base, it was a bit of a high throw. First baseman Paul able to step in front of the bag and catch it to keep it from going away. The stretch, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Yeah, this is a very well called game, pitching wise, really for both sides. Look to first base, the 1-2 pitch on the way. That ball is driven deep to left field. Back to the fence.
Nope.
It will be right on the track and caught.
Jay O'Neill missed a 2-run dinger by about 2.5 feet.
He hit the daylights out of the ball, and I think that might have been, if that was out of here, that would have probably been his first varsity homer.
Well, the left fielder caught that ball with his back on the wall.
Yeah. We'll be up to Connor Peak. Dogs, and again, like we said, even though it's been outs, the Dogs have had solid contact off Underwood here.
For both outs of this inning.
Yeah, absolutely. Connor Peak and the left fielder with 2 outs at the plate. Cut and a miss on a pitch that was not a strike, and Peak knows it. He nods at his coach. 0-1 the count. Everett Perkins still at first base, the first base hit for the Bulldogs. Here's the 0-1. Line away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cooper Underwood seeing if Peak would offer it the one out of the zone again. And he does not. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Fouled that one away down the left side, strike 2, but it's solidly struck.
Another well-hit ball. Those sooner or later going to start falling, we hope. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count with 2 outs. Bottom half of the second inning. Dogs trail 1-0. Runner on first base. Peak at the plate for the Bulldogs.
1-2 pitch on the way. Got him swinging for strike 3. Threw him a nasty breaking ball curve. And now we'll retire the side. 1 runner left aboard. We head now to the 3rd. Bulldogs trail the Buccaneers, Jamie, 1-0.
1-0.
Let's take a 60-second break.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back, Bulldog fans, to high school baseball here on the Big AA. Cedartown against the Allatoona Buccaneers in this region. Get the first of 3-set, right,
Yes.
Andrew?
Yes.
3-set region matchup with the Bulldogs and the Buccaneers, both 2-1 in the region as it stands right now. Dogs trail 1-0, entering into the top half of the 3rd inning.
For the Buccaneers, it will be, I believe,
For the Buccaneers, number 6, Cruz Hall.
it'll be 3, 4, and 5. Cruz Paul will lead things off. And Paul, his last time up, was retired. Of course, if you're me and you're PA announcing, you say clues.
Well, that's just coach riding.
That's what happens when you're in coach riding. It's worse than a doctor's. Strike called 0-1. And they gave me the pronunciation sheet. I didn't even look at it. So here's the 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Got the outside corner.
Apparently.
I got it. I got one over here too. 0-2 the count. That one just a bit outside for ball 1. Back to the backstop. In my defense, I was
multitasking.
Yes, and pressed into service without warning. That one's outside ball 2. But glad to do it anytime I need to. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Samuel with a kick in the pitch. Grounded towards second base. Gerald will take it on the backhand, throw to first in time. Good play. That backhand grab there is
makes
tough.
me nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the hairs on Jamie's neck rising up.
Number 44, Sam Tomzak.
Sam Tomzak, the batter. 1 for 1 with an RBI. He's the catcher for these Buccaneers. The wind, the pitch on the way from Samuel. Threw that breaking ball and missed upstairs. Kind of came at the plate at a strange angle, almost from the top of his hat. the 1-0. That fastball misses upstairs, 2-0. Yeah, I can see your baseball juices churning right there.
Oh, yeah.
Foul back, 2-1 the count.
That's one to swing at. I like it.
But Gerald played it very well. 2-1. The wine and the pitch on the way to Tom Sack, and he will just miss inside for 3-1. And Tom Sack will pop that one up to right field.
Playable. It is.
Running it down is Everett Perkins in right field, and that's the second out in the inning. So a ground out, both to the right side, a ground out to second, and the fly out to right field. Will Elms, the batter. With 2 outs and nobody on base. Samuel deals, and it's high and away for ball 1. One-0 pitch on the way. Missed low and in, ball 2. The series will wrap up Twin Bill Friday. We will not be able to make it to that games, but we will be bringing you our first soccer broadcast of the season. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. Little weak grounder to third base. Good play by Ace Allen. Throws to first. Got him. Cuts in front of the shortstop position. If he doesn't do that, it's probably a base hit.
If he doesn't do that, it is a base hit. It was a slow roller. Ace Allen charging across the infield, so his momentum's taking him towards first base. He was the proper infielder to field that ball. Did a good job retiring the side without any more damage. So other than that run in the top half of the first inning, we've been scoreless. But that brings us to the bottom half of the third inning after a 60-second timeout with the Dogs trailing 1-0.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back to high school baseball on the Big Double A. Remember, anytime the Bulldogs play, you'll hear them on the Big Double A. This game here tonight, remember, Andrew announced it a little while ago, the first time bringing you soccer action.
Yep, Friday night.
Big Double A. Friday night.
Friday night from the dock, we'll have the girls and boys soccer matchups versus Cartersville. Leading off for the Bulldogs will be Gavin Allred. He'll swing and miss for strike 1. Allred's been one of the hottest hitters on the team over the past week and a half. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Foul tip, strike 2. The girls soccer team, only 1 loss on the season. The boys are undefeated and ranked in the top 10 in the state of Georgia overall. The 0-2. Foul back to the screen. But also the Dalton Catamounts also ranked toward the top. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Did he go? He did. The pitch gets away. Throw will go to first base in time. I didn't think he went, but that's just me. That'll be the first out. So Gavin Allred called out for swinging. He checked his swing in the home plate umpire said that he went around, and I'll tell you what, at that moment, Jamie, when something like that happens, thing is, though, the call wasn't immediate. It's got to be immediate in order for you to be able to run it out. Here's Jacob Yarbrough. Yarbrough takes outside, 1-0. Because I don't think Allred really just realized it was a strikeout.
It was a called strike 3.
Here's the 1-0. Down low, 2-0. The pitch. Strike called about knee high, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 on the way. That's low and in, 3-1.
Hey, good miss.
Underwood up to 38 pitches. But he's had a lot of 3-ball counts in some of these at-bats. Big cut and a miss there for strike 2.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's gone deep in the count to a lot of Bulldog batters, and that's going to matter as the game progresses.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Yarbrough, and the payoff. Swing and a miss, came back with that nasty cheese.
And that curveball is nasty. I have to give the young man credit.
Batting next for the Bulldogs, number 6, Samuel Formby.
What's the stinkiest cheese you can think of? Like
Limburger.
Okay, that was a slice of Limburger right there.
Yeah.
Top of the order is Samuel Formby, popped out his last time. And the breaking ball strike call. Yeah. Left on left matchup here.
He's living on that breaking ball.
0-1. Popped up a mile in the air to the left side. Might be trouble, though. It does drop, but it's foul.
Ain't no harm done.
Shortstop had a chance on it.
Yeah, it's Planeta.
But that was a long hike he took to get there.
Third baseman was closer, but I don't think he really had a good eye on it. The shortstop, though, had a beat on that ball from the start. So 0-2 now the count to Samuel Formby.
Finish him up, Coop.
Come on, Samuel. Show what you got.
Here's the 0-2. Did he go around? He did. At strike 3, they'll have to throw him out. The throw goes to first, and out number 3. A couple of dropped strike 3s here in this inning, but they're all recorded as outs, Jamie.
Yep, so after 3 complete innings in the book, the score remains 1-0 Allatoona. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back for more baseball action here from the Dog Pound.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back, Bulldog fans, to Cedartown High School Bulldog Baseball on the Big AA. Cedartown trails by a score of 1-0 with 3 innings in the book. Same defensive alignment for the Cedartown Bulldogs.
It was a quick bottom half of the third. By the way, you haven't heard the spot yet, but I want to welcome State Representative Trey Kelly to our sponsor list for Cedartown High School baseball. He usually sponsors us every season, and this year no different. So thank you to State Representative Trey Kelly. Busy in Atlanta right now with the legislative session, along with our State Senator Jason Avatarde, representing us well in Atlanta.
I was there last week.
For Chiefs Day, right?
For Chiefs Day at the Capitol. It happened to be crossover day. Never encountered Representative Kelly. Had a nice visit and talk with Senator Avatarde.
Yeah, both represent our county, our city and county well. Top of the fourth inning, Samuel Formby back to work. And the first pitch is a nice one for a called strike one. Nothing won the count. This is number 20, Parker Hope. Only a sophomore, 10th grader. High chopper to third. Tough hop on the short hop, and he'll be safe. We'll see how they score it.
I think it's going to have to go E5.
Yeah.
Batting next, number 1.
But always that short hop is the toughest one to handle.
I haven't seen a ruling pop up yet.
There's Ben Harrison now. So a base runner with nobody out. And the pitch on the way is high for ball one.
Here it comes.
Yep, E5.
Reaches on air.
You are correct. That is the second error for the Bulldogs today. Pickoff move to first, and back safely is Hope. I was mentioning, for those who've never been to Allatoona High School, if you're on the Dallas-Ackworth Highway, as soon as you cross the county line into Cobb County, you're there. Pitch. Breaking ball high and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Probably one of the smallest public high schools in Cobb County.
In Cobb.
Because the rest of them are 5A, 6A schools. Like South Cobb is huge, North Cobb, or schools like there ones outside ball 3, schools like Wheeler and McEachern. All really big schools. 3 balls and no strikes the count. 3 straight have missed to Harrison. Of course, Allatoona was in our region, what, 15 years ago?
Somewhere along those lines.
Close to when they first opened. 3-0 pitch, squares to bunt, takes a strike, 3-1.
Here we go, Ben. Nice job, Ben.
Allatoona was Class 5A and moved down to 4A. There's a call strike too. Yeah, he came through the front door right there. 3-2. Payoff pitch due as Formby looks, and they'll look the runner back and actually throw back over there to first base. And
let's go, Ben.
Hope is back in there. 3-2 the count. Payoff pitch. Ball 4 high and tight. First and second with nobody out. And that is for Formby, his second walk surrendered.
Number 7, Dylan Mancini.
Formby with 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 earned run, and 2 hits.
And now with 2 ducks on the pond and nobody out, top half of the 4th inning.
Find a gap. Stay on top.
Here's Dylan Mancini. Not Henry Mancini, but Dylan Mancini. Pitch on the way. There's a called strike, 0-1. For all you musicians out there, you probably know. Yep. Pink Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, 1 pitch. Squared to bunt, took it back. I don't think he went for it, and it was not a strike. It was ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. First and second, nobody out. The Buccaneers threatening here in the top of the 4th. They lead 1-0. Samuel the stretch and the look towards second, and now he'll deal to the plate. Squares to bunt again, pulls it back, and just missing for ball 2. Now 2-1.
Let's go, D-man. Let's go, Manny.
The pitch. Bunts again and pops the bunt way in the air and out of play. 2-2.
Let's go, Dill.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
Jamie, what happens when a bunt does that? When you bunt it, does it hit the bat too hard? Is it just the angle it hits the bat?
The angle.
So the bunt call would likely be off here, the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Good job there by Samuel Formby.
Let's go, Jacob.
A lot of times what you see, especially at the prep level, is the mental thing you're trying to do is catch the ball with the bat to deaden the ball. And a lot of times you see a prep player especially poking at the ball.
Yeah.
And that's how you wind up popping one back up over the screen.
Jenkins tries to bunt, and he goes for it, I think. Yeah, strike. 0-1 the count. Jenkins, the center fielder, I think he was hit by pitches last time. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Pitch. Low and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch, it's a bunt try, and that's a good one. To the pitcher, he bobbled it for a moment. Samuel Formby can't pick it up off the ground. And the bases will be loaded with 1 out.
Bat number 2, Anthony.
And Jamie, the unfortunate thing,
E1.
yeah, and the unfortunate thing, I mean, if he picks that up cleanly, he's got the out at second base or first base, and
Yes.
runners at second and third. I think
he rushed it.
So 1 out, and the base is full again. He left the bases loaded in the 2nd inning, I think.
Go, Ant.
Let's go, Bucks. You didn't win this one.
Of course, what you have to point out, you know, I said he rushed it, and that's true. But to tell the whole picture, it is a very, very difficult play for a pitcher to make.
There's a chopper to third base. That'll be foul.
You've just delivered the pitch. You've just come set, especially that bunt that's coming right back at you. If the bunt is over towards the first base side where you can land, gather yourself, move over towards first and gather it up. But when you just landed and now that ball's at your feet, it's a hard play to make.
Here's the 1-1. Line away ball 2. I kind of think about it as
coming off the heel, the ball's transitioning from grass to dirt. Well, so it's a hard play to make.
Think if you like trip over your feet and then just you're regaining your balance, then you got to try to find the ground ball. That's kind of what it feels like. There's a hot shot towards short and through for a base hit. That's going to plate 1 run, possibly 2. Throw comes to the plate. He is safe. 2-run score on that RBI single, and the Buccaneers now lead 3-0. That was a lace shot to the shortstop, Caleb Formby, and he couldn't get it.
Mound visit.
Coach Josh Smith out of the dugout to talk to the Bulldog battery, and that of Samuel Formby and Gavin Allred. We're at the top of the 4th inning. The Buccaneers have plated 3 runs in this game, 2 in this inning.
And still only 1 out.
Yes. The Dogs with a couple of mistakes in this inning.
Parker was a hit, then Ben Harrison was walked, then Jenkins was an error, and then
Open umpire gets a fresh set of baseballs.
Now batting for the Buccaneers, number 10, Jack Reynolds.
So here's Jack Reynolds now, the number 2 batter in the lineup. He's walked and struck out. 3 errors for the Bulldogs in this game, and that's not a good thing when you're facing a team like Allatoona. That one just missing the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. You just can't afford to make mistakes like that against a top-tier team like the Buccaneers. One-0 pitch. Bunt down the left side. That's a good bunt. Picked up, throw to first, and it's going to be away, and it's going to score a run. Another error for the Dogs. And it's 4-0 Buccaneers. And that is another error, and that'll be an E5 on the throw.
Yeah, a lot of times games like this come down to which team makes the fewest mistakes.
Now the umpires are talking about it. I think the throw hit the coach in the box. I'm not sure. Coach Johnson is coming out to ask for
what's the official
ruling.
Yeah, the question is going to be whether the runner standing on first is given second base.
And looks like they'll be at the corners. Because it may have gone in the dugout, but I think it was deflected into the dugout. And if that's the case, I don't know the official rule, Jamie, but I think he would not be awarded second base.
Batting next, number 6, Cruz Paul.
There's Cruz Paul now the batter. Dogs with 4 errors defensively in the game. And 4 runs have scored for the Buccaneers and 3 in this top half of the 4th. Cruz Paul 0 for 2. At the corners with 1 gone. The look to first, the pitch. Curveball misses up, ball 1.
Let's go, Cruz.
1-0 on the way. Line away, ball 2. Anytime I hear someone say go Cruz, I just think Cruz Rodriguez.
Me too, yeah.
You know?
Hey, line drive to the wall. Let's
He,
go.
of course, played during the days of when your son played. There's a ground ball between third and short, and Formby's just going to eat that up, and I think that was a good decision. Run will score to make it 5-0. It's a base hit, infield single. Runners will be at first and second.
Now batting, number 44, Sam Tomzak.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Sam Tomzak. Tomzak has a run batted in. He's 1 for 2 at the plate.
4 runs in the inning brings the score now 5-0. 2 runners aboard on first and second. Still only 1 out in the inning.
5 runs on 4 hits for the Bucks. Now we got time called. Coach Smith is, no, Coach Johnson is out to the mound. And is he going to pull him?
I believe so. That would be my prediction. Yep.
And that will be it for Samuel Formby. So Samuel goes 3 1/3 innings. We'll go to the final line on him when we come back. The 60-second break will return after this on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Looking for great deals? Stop by Live Wire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The book on Formby, 3 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 4 hits, 5 runs, only 1 earned run, gave up 2 base on balls, and 4 strikeouts. He's going to be relieved by number 7, Andrew Baldwin. You know, you look at this, Andrew, and Andrew will give you the rest of the defensive changes that are applicable now in just a moment. But I want you to comment on, you look at these numbers, 5 runs on 4 hits, but only 1 earned run.
Yeah.
He had 4 strikeouts compared to 2 walks. You know, I think Formby deserved a better fate than that.
Yeah, I think so, Jamie.
He pitched better than what the scoreboard says.
He did, and the 4 runs in this inning coming, you know, with what, three errors in this inning?
Yes.
And that's, you know, and that's just tough to overcome. And I think Coach Johnson was like, look, I'm just gonna pull him out before his pitch count gets too high.
Yep.
Maybe I can use him again on Friday if I need to. Say we're in a situation where we have a must win. You know, you might have him available for that, or whatever the case may be. But Andrew Baldwin will take over. Defensively, Samuel Formby will stay in the game and play center field. Everett Perkins comes out, but will be the designated hitter for Andrew Baldwin. So in a sense, kind of like a double switch, but the lineup stays the same. There's a ball hit to center field. Samuel Formby comes in. He'll have to play it on a hop.
Hey, that'll work.
Throw to second base. Not in time, and the bases are loaded. Tough play for Samuel Formby, who just came into the game to center field, and he had to break in quickly and
he had to
played on a
break
hop.
in quickly, but then he reeled it up and took the ball on a hop. And I think that was a wise call. Could he have laid out and potentially caught that ball?
Yeah, but
yes. But what's the risk?
Well, the odds are not in your favor.
The odds are not in his favor.
Yeah.
And with it being to dead center field, where's his backup? So if he doesn't field it, there's a runner standing on third with the bases cleared.
That one bounces up there. 1 ball and no strikes. This is Elms. Will Elms, number 8.
So now the Buccaneers with the bases juiced and 1 out. Top half of the 4th inning, 4 runs already in, bringing the score to 5-0.
Swing and a miss there on that off-speed pitch from Baldwin. 1-1 the count.
Let's go, 8. Let's go, Bob. You can win this one. You can win this game. You win the 5 o'clock game, the 5 o'clock game, the 7 o'clock game.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
Let's go, Elms.
And Andrew, my old high school baseball coach, coming in here standing behind me. I'm going to age him. Coach DK. Yeah, you coached me. He said he was 10 years old.
There's a little,
That'll do a job.
Little pop up to right field. Catch is made. Runner will tag. The throw comes toward third. The run will score, and he'll be safe for the second out. It's now 6-0.
You know, Andrew, the first time he was my high school baseball coach was 37 years ago. He's going to run out the door now.
Hand me that headset in there. We're gonna. If you come up here, you're gonna be on the air. So we're gonna put 26 years old. Yep. Put that on, Coach.
That was young.
Go, Parker. Let's go, partner.
Hey, this is you, Parker.
Parker Hope, the batter now.
Let's go, up.
And you know, Andrew, Coach Kelly has not always.
There's a strike called 0-1.
He's not always been a Baptist preacher. You know, he told me one time when I made a mistake over at first base, he told me that if he ordered a truckload of stupid people and all they delivered was me, he would have got his money's worth.
I told some of y'all about it one time.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
You remember telling me that?
Yeah, I remember. I told Wayne Cup that about 10 years later, I think it was, too.
Here's the 1-1.
Good eye.
Outside ball 2, 2-1. You know, Coach, we were just talking about when they said Cruz Paul, it said every time I hear Cruz, I think of Cruz Rodriguez, one of your former ball players.
Big old Cruz Rodriguez, man. Them was some boys right there now.
You better believe it.
They ate good.
That's a pitch outside. It's going to be a strike, I think.
Hey, there they are. Let's go.
And the runner will take second base on the throw that was cut off there at the pitcher's mound.
Did he call it a ball?
No, he called it a strike.
Yeah,
he sure did.
I started to say, man, I don't know what we could have done if it wasn't a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrew Baldwin looking to get the out here. Up the middle, shortstop Caleb Formby fields. He'll throw to first. Good play. They got him. A good stretch over there by O'Neal.
But a lot of damage done there, Andrew.
Yep.
5 runs in on the inning brings the score to 6-0 after 4.5
DK,
in the books.
Stick with us for a little bit?
Yeah, I'll stay with you. I got you, brother.
We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back to more Bulldogs baseball here on the Big AA.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand-name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back, Bulldogs fans, to Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball. Jamie Newsom, Andrew Carter, and a special guest with us, Coach DK Dole Kelly up here for a few innings with us. Cedartown trails 6-0 and about to enter the bottom half of the 4th inning. A lot of Bulldog memories, Coach, on this field.
Memories. I was here on this field probably around 30 years. And, a lot of memories.
Gerald.
Seen a lot of kids. Now I'm seeing a lot of kids.
I was about to say you're seeing kids of kids.
Kids of kids now.
Yes.
So it's pretty crazy, you know.
Well, you coached me and my son.
Yeah, it's sort of crazy.
Ryan Prince and his son.
Yeah, that's crazy, you know.
Probably many others.
You know, Ace Allen, I coached his dad, Adam. You know, it's just crazy.
Called strike to Owen Tweet Gerald. Strike 1, 0-1.
You know, this has been a closer game than what the score shows right here. You know, it's been I thought the kid pitched real well for Cedartown today. You know, it's just some tough breaks. You know, got plays we just wasn't able to make right there. The pitcher's pretty good, isn't he, man?
He is.
He's a pretty. You know,
how about that breaking ball, how it snaps? I mean,
man,
it's just
pretty,
it's.
And I'm gonna tell you, that's what makes
nasty.
him look a whole lot faster. You know, when he can throw that breaking ball and that changeup, and man, he's pretty good little fastball.
It makes 90 look a lot faster.
Look 100, doesn't it?
Here's the 0-1. Missing outside. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Yep.
Breaking ball that just misses the outside corner, 2-1. Two one on the way. That's a strike. 2-2. DK, one of your former players, is watching on Facebook. Remember Rhodes?
Yeah,
from back in the day.
I remember Tyler Rhodes.
2-2 is called strike 3.
Yeah. Wow.
You got what?
Well, this is Rhodes from Casey's Newsom's era and that one.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I had a Tyler Rhodes too.
Braden McCollum and all
that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he was in there when we had that great run there.
Yes. Yeah, he was on the Final Four.
He was a senior that year.
So
Michael Rhodes.
That's it.
Yeah, Michael Rhodes.
That's low. 1 ball, no strikes. Goes back to the backstop as you hear the catcher for Tom Zach going back to the Backstop to get it. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Or no balls and 1 strike to count.
This cat against Cardinal struck out like 9 in a row at one time.
And it took 2 out of 3 against the Canes. Swing and a miss, strike 2. You know, Coach, I was kind of messing around on YouTube the other day, and I came across the season to remember video that we put together.
Yeah.
There's a line drive to right center field. That might be a hit.
Down. There we go.
Yep. That'll be the second base hit for the Bulldogs. Caleb Formby with a 1-out single. But that just brought back the memories of how special of a season that was.
It was
2016.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
You know, and we had a chance. You know, I really believe if we could got by that one, I think we had a great chance to win the state championship that year. Just second game just got away from us.
Yeah.
You know?
That first game was a close one too. It was at Westminster here at home. And, you know, so it was so crazy because that whole playoff run, we played every game here at home. Pitch on the way with the runner on first. Chopper toward third. That's going to get through.
There we go.
Caleb Formby will stop at second.
Yeah, and how good Cedartown was to support the Dogs that year.
Now we got to throw away, and now they're going to advance up to third. So a little carelessness there by the defensive infield for the Buccaneers, and the Dogs have runners on second and third.
You know, this is great right here because they got down 6-0. They're showing some heart right here. They're still fighting, and that's what you want to see. You want to see the fight, and
Batting next to the Bulldogs.
Tab Andrews that year. We had so many fans coming to the ball game.
That's crazy.
I met Tab Andrews down at Cedartown Rec Department, and he put bleachers on his rollback and made trips bringing bleachers out here and putting the outfield. And then took them back.
Didn't have the big hitting facility over here, and people would, we couldn't even warm our pitchers up. They was getting in the pitchers. So we got a ball right there, man.
We sure do. That's going to plate the first Bulldog run.
And the pitcher knew it too. He knew. He was already patting himself. He said, "That's on me." Yeah, that's on me.
So that'll advance the runner from second to third as well. And it's Everett Perkins, by the way, the batter. Ace Allen, the one knocking that.
He got a hit last time up, didn't he?
He did. Perkins had the first base hit for the Dogs, 1-for-1 at the plate.
There you go.
And that miss is a bit low. Ball 1. And I'll just never forget that season and how the fans came together, and 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch on the way. Fastball, strike, 1-1.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was couldn't get around this place for a while.
No, you couldn't.
I'd get down here and get in the field ready, and they'd already be here.
1-1. There's a hit to right center field. No, catch is made. Runner tags. Throw comes in. It's a low throw, and he's going to be safe at home, and it'll be 6-2.
I thought it was going to fall. Just kept hanging.
Thought it was going to be a dying duck.
Yeah.
So 2 outs and the base is empty, but the Dogs have scratched 2 across here. It's
and
now
Jay
6-2.
O'Neal gave one to ride. His last at bat.
We almost hit it out
about 3 feet.
I was here, and I was thinking any other day with the wind blowing, but it was blowing in on him.
Blowing in at that moment.
Any other day, man, it's blowing out here, and just happened to be blowing in on him that day. He got hold of it.
Big cut and a miss there by O'Neal. Strike 1. Underwood deals to the plate. Tried the breaking ball and missed upstairs with it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think this pitcher's threw more pitches than they thought he was. They made him throw. They made him throw a lot of pitches there.
57 pitches.
Went deep in a lot of counts.
Yeah.
1-1 on the way.
They battled
miss.
They battled.
Swing and a miss there on the pitch that was in the dirt, and Jay kind of smiling at himself, saying, "Okay, you fooled me. You got me on that one." Looking forward to seeing Jay continue his climb back up to 100%. He had the Tommy John surgery last year, and we saw him pitch last Friday and looked really good in 3 innings.
Got about 30 pitches, about what he was at, I think.
Yeah.
I heard y'all say he got up around 30.
He did.
Yeah.
And looked good. He gave up 1 run. 1-2 pitch on the way. Cut the miss for strike 3, and that will be the 3rd out. So the Dogs go in order in the bottom half of the 4th, Jamie.
So the Dogs put up 2, which brings the score to 6-2 Allatoona. At the close of 4, we'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back for more Bulldogs baseball here on the Big AA.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Cedartown Sports Radio Network, WGAA. Cedartown's on 1340. The Dogs trail 6-2 against their region rivals, the Allatoona Buccaneers, going into the top half of the 5th inning. Here's Andrew with the call.
Thank you, Jamie. 7, 8, and 9. Harrison, Mancini, and Jenkins due up against Andrew Baldwin. And the first pitch from Baldwin is outside for ball 1.
I remember when Allatoona, when they started, they come right into our region right off the bat. And
2-0.
That coach has been there a while. That's done our coaching third.
I heard something. He's some thousand something wins or something. That's not wins, but games. I mean, he's just coached a lot of games.
I know he's got
sport.
over 500 wins. I know he's up there. And so I think he told me he had 3 more years. I didn't realize that was the same guy. But yeah, he's been there. I think he said 27 years, man. So.
3-0 pitch is a called strike. 1-3-1 now the count to Harrison. But yeah, he's been there, like you said, probably since the school opened.
Yeah.
But they did end up in our region the first year. There's a slice down the right side. That is trouble. It's going to land and go all the way to the wall. Rounds first, heads to second. He's going to put on the brakes at second base. Good thing he didn't try. Good job there in right field by Yarber to cut it off.
Yeah, you got to give Yarber credit. That ball was slicing away from him down in right field, made it all the way to tank around in the corner, but he got it in, made a good relay throw into the infield, held him to a double. If he bobbles that ball at all out there in right field, he's standing on third base.
Dylan Mancini now the batter for the Buccaneers. Mancini.
Well, you see where he's at right now. Recovered well because, I mean, he had a long ways to go on that ball right there to hold him to a double, you know.
Mancini 0 for 2. Baldwin with the pitch. Cut and a miss. Strike 1. Time called. I think Allatoona called time that time, I believe. Coach.
Yeah, the coach having a little heart to heart right there, brother.
Okay, so since we got a coach in here, what happens in those heart to hearts? What do you say to a kid?
You know, all depending on what that coach is wanting to talk heart to heart with him about.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's a nice little heart to heart, and maybe sometimes it's not a heart to heart. But anyway. I think the coach was telling me, keep his eye on the ball and let's drive the ball,
I've got an interesting stat on Allatoona's head coach here in a moment. Here's the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One of our Facebook viewers says Coach Hansen just reached his 500th win this past weekend.
That's right.
Well, congratulations to him.
Yeah, he's done well there. Done well.
1-1 on the way. A bunt try. That's a good one right there.
Get the out.
Throw to first, and they got him. Good job there by O'Neill to keep his foot on the bag, but it was close there, Coach.
Good dig by O'Neill.
Yeah, they're gonna ask for help on this one right here now.
Batting for the Buccaneers, number 22, Jacob
ask for help.
Jenkins.
And Coach, whenever you would ask for an appeal, what was your batting average on that? Under 100?
Maybe 250.
250. Okay. Call is out. So this call stands. But you always gotta go out there and ask for an appeal, or maybe they
Let me say, if I didn't win the appeal, I at least got my money's worth.
You got your money's worth. Yes.
Talking to the official, I did get my money's worth.
Oh, buddy.
Kind of like Bobby Cox. If I'm gonna get thrown out, if I'm gonna get
Jenkins, the batter. Harrison now to third base on that previous play. Popped up, and that'll be behind us and out of play.
I don't know if y'all remember Tony, the guy that's umpired it, wore the hearing aids and everything.
Yes, I remember that.
Man, I was out there one day, I just letting him have it, and he said, "Are you finished?" And I says, "I don't know if I'm finished yet or not." He said, "Well, let me know when you're finished so I can turn my hearing aids back on." So anyway,
that's your cue to go back to the dugout.
Popped up right side. It
should get out of play.
Looks like it will. Yep.
So I knew they wasn't no use to keep talking to Tony after that.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there. So, Coach, how many times? Now I know on the road you probably couldn't do this, but if you ever got asked to leave early, did you go listen to the rest of the game on the radio?
I got kicked out down in Villa Rica one time, and I went back on the bus, and I sit on the bus and blowed the horn and flashed the lights the whole ball game. And
here's the 0-2 pitch. That ball is driven deep to left field, but it's going to be foul. That ball, wow.
I couldn't even see it. How did you see that?
That ball was crushed, but it was well foul.
Talk about how the Lord does stuff.
Yeah.
The only time I ever got thrown out of a ball game, a guy named Sam Self threw me out of the ball game at Bremen.
Yeah.
He threw you out too. We watched the rest of the ball game from the bus. And about 5 years later, there was this person filling the pulpit at Lime Branch Baptist Church. He walked, and I was sitting there next to Leanne whispering in her ear, "Why does that guy look so familiar?"
Yeah.
The 0-2 pitch. Bounced up
and
there.
He came up, you at the back of the church after shaking hands.
Yeah.
He got me by the hand, pulled me close, and he reminded me that he remembered me.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah.
Do you remember me?
Yes, sir, I do. You and your coach watched the rest of that ball game from the bus.
Baldwin throws a breaking ball high inside, 2-2.
But DK was the kind of guy, if I was going to get thrown out, he thought I was in the ride, he'd get thrown out with me.
I'm right there with you. But I got thrown out there at Villa Rica, and I'll never forget. David Warner was my principal at Cherokee, and he said, "I don't know what you done, but you need to get to the high school." And that next morning, so I got there, and Mr. Rhodes and Coach Hill was both waiting on me on the front steps, wanting to know what in the heck I had done.
Swing and a miss, and that'll be out number 2. So strikeout there by Baldwin.
The kid's thrown pretty well right now.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he has.
Sort of got him off balance right now, and
Base is empty, 2 down.
This is the shortstop Planeta, 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 runs batted in.
He's a pretty good player right here.
Yes, he is.
Pretty good player.
Runner at third base with 2 outs. There's a called strike, 0-1, right there.
Let's go, Ant.
0-1 on the way. Popped up. That's going to get us out of the inning. It should be. O'Neal is underneath it. Backs up, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 3. So good job by the Dogs after we gave up 5 runs in the 4th. No runs given up. We leave a runner stranded at third base, Jamie.
That's right. So the score stands Allatoona 6, Cedartown 2, with 4.5 innings in the book. We'll take a 60-second timeout to hear from our Bulldog sponsors, and we'll be back for more baseball here on the Big AA.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back to Bulldog Baseball. Jamie Newsom and Andrew Carter bringing you Bulldog Baseball action here from the Dog Pound at Cedartown High School. Joined here in the press box by the man, the myth, the legend, Coach ODK.
Two pastors and one song leader.
Yeah, two pastors and a song leader. They couldn't find nobody to call a ball game.
No, I guess
we may just break it out up here in a few minutes, man. You know. Just,
well, see, we could bring out the Red Bull.
Yeah, just tell everybody to hang on, Andrew. Then we'll be having service after this.
Well, see, I thought when I said earlier that DK ain't always been a Baptist preacher, and then I told a story, he started to say, "Yeah, you ain't either."
Oh, man.
Connor Peak will be the batter. Gavin Allred and Jacob Yarborough.
God looked around heaven and said, "Hey, watch this.
I'm going to use these two boys."
I'm going to use these two boys.
Cooper Underwood deals to the plate, and the fastball misses away. Ball one.
What's the pitcher at? What is he at? How many pitches is he at now?
Let's see. That was pitch number 60.
60, wow, okay.
And 40 strikes, 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Connor Peak today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 7 strikeouts so far for Underwood. The 1-1 on the way. Called strike 2. And the catcher, by the way, Tom Zach, did an outstanding job of pulling that one in.
Framed it up well.
He frames it.
He did. 1-2. And the pitch. High and away, 2-2.
You know, I had a lot of catchers, and I thought Dalton Prince did that as well as anybody.
He did.
Coach. I mean, I look back and I think, man, he could frame a pitch. And
learned from his dad.
I guess if he didn't, his dad would have, you know, I don't know what he'd done to him.
That one bounced up there, and it hit something. May have hit the catcher's mask.
He should have been jumping around like he hit him on the toe or something, you know.
Yeah.
Man, it got him on my foot.
Yeah,
you never taught that, did you, Coach?
You know, I told him I better turn that back and get hit, but not jump out of the way. So
that was always the DK philosophy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get any way you can get on, bro.
3-2 the count to Peak, the pitch. Called strike 3, nasty pitch there. One of the best pitches I think we've seen him throw today.
Yeah, that was a good one. You know, there for a while, though, if you remember, though, Jamie, coaches was crowding the plate. You know, we didn't have a full batter's box. They leave the block. You know, and some people just crowding the plate. So coaches started coaching their kids. If it's inside, just turn your back.
Just turn your back.
And it was, you know, you was on base. It didn't matter if it's over the plate or not. You know.
Gavin Allred hits a base hit up the middle.
There you go.
He was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Gets a base knock right
back
there.
where it came from. Clean base hit right up the middle.
You know, he hit the ball well the last series. You know,
he really did. He's been hitting probably. He's been one of the best hitters I think on this team of late.
Yeah, he hit the ball well against Woodland.
He'll be relieved for B.J. Flemister over at first base, courtesy runner for him. So the Dogs have a 1-out base runner.
Now batting number 11.
I talked with the Flemister kid a little bit about base running, so I'm going to see if he paid attention to what I told him about reading the left-handed pitcher. So I'm going to see if he paid attention.
It's always,
it's a totally different strategy than a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, totally different.
It seems like this season, though, we have seen more left-handed pitching than we've seen in a lot. I mean, there's tons of left-handed pitching in this region and also in the games we play in non-region. Fastball low and outside, ball 1.
So what's your, I mean, obviously when you're talking about a right-handed pitcher, we're watching the heel on the rubber. You're reading the heel on the rubber. Left-handed pitcher, you talking left shoulder?
I'm reading the back shoulder.
Yep,
I'm reading the back shoulder. I'm reading that back shoulder because I think if he's going to first.
He can't throw it to first without pulling his shoulder.
He's going to have to turn that shoulder. I don't care if he's stepping off what he's doing. There it is right there. You see it.
You got to cock the shoulder.
That shoulder's going toward third if he's going to first base. And so, you know, if you read those legs and all that kind of stuff, he's going to pick you off all day long. And so you got to know, if you read that back shoulder and see which way it's going.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Now misses.
Because if he's coming to the plate, it stays locked in and moves forward.
Yeah.
If it ever moves at all towards third, you better get back.
If that back shoulder goes toward third, he's coming over there. If he doesn't, so he's fixing the ball big time. You know, so they get by with so much, because it's hard for the umpire to read them sometimes.
Swing and a miss on that 2-0 pitch. It's 2-1 now.
Well, not only is it equally as hard for the umpire to read it, but especially in prep ball in the regular season, you only got 2 umpires, and their attention is distracted or divided rather.
That's a foul ball, hit the opposite way. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And this kid on the mounds, he's been very well coached, and he's very. I'm telling you, he's a good one. He's a good one. You're gonna see him. Gonna see him in college somewhere doing well. He can throw all the pitches.
His mechanics are clean.
He got all the pitches.
2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3 yarder down on strikes.
Just like that right there. Was that a curveball? Was it his changeup? He just had so much movement on it, but he slowed it down and had him out front. And
number 6, Samuel.
He does it well.
Well, and he's been landing on line. His drive off his back leg looks clean. His landing looks clean.
There's no steps over here off to the mound.
Pitch on the way to Samuel Formby. A chopper back to the mound. It'll be an easy underhanded toss to first, and the runner is left stranded on base as we head now to the 6th inning.
So nothing doing for the Bulldogs in the bottom half of the 5th inning. So the score remains Allatoona 6, Cedartown 2. We'll be back after a 60-second break so you can hear a few words from our Bulldog sponsors.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Big AA. Cedartown's on 1340. For Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball, region matchup here against the Allatoona Buccaneers. Cedartown trailing by a score of 6-2 with 5 innings in the books. Allatoona about to be coming to the plate in the top half of the 6th inning. See if the Dogs can shut them down.
A little Baldwin kid's come in and done what he's supposed to do. He's come in and held him in check right here, hoping to give him another inning.
Andrew Baldwin deals to the plate and misses upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. One of our Facebook viewers tells us that Cooper Underwood is committed to pitch for Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Breaking ball and a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. So certainly, we were just talking about how Jay O'Neill probably knows him. Well, he certainly does, because Jay O'Neill has been recruited by Georgia Tech. That's popped up. Left side of the infield. Tough. Yeah, stutter step there by Ace Allen makes the catch for the first out. That was Reynolds who popped out just then.
Me and Chief Waters of the fire department today were chit-chatting about today's game. And we were talking about that we felt as though that our memory served us that he was a D1 commit. Just neither one of us could come up to where. So thanks for that information. Georgia Tech.
If I'm not mistaken, they got him ranked number 1 as the number 1 left-hander in the state.
Yes.
This classification or whatever it is.
That's what Gavin Johnson was telling me before the ball game started.
They play great ball at Georgia Tech, so he's going to a pretty good baseball college there.
Popped up to left field. In comes Peak and still coming in, and he makes the catch. And I heard another exhale. Yeah, that
looked like he had a little trouble reading that ball, and the flag is just limp at the pole. There was no wind. I don't know if maybe it had a lot of.
I'm glad to see Formby's just kept going. He got called off. You could tell he peeled out when he got called off by Peak out there. So it's great to see your shortstop doing that, and so. Man, if we can get out of this inning, maybe come and get a couple runs next inning. You never know, man.
Paul was 1 for 2, now 1 for 3. Tom Zach at the plate. And the first pitch to him is ball 1.
Tom Zach.
Sam Tomzak. 1 ball, no strikes to count with 2 outs. Baldwin deals. Up and in, 2 balls, no strikes.
I don't think they run as much as we did, Andrew.
We ran a lot.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. That ball's hit a mile in the air again, left side. Caleb Formby is underneath it this time.
Yeah,
he does. In the outfield grass.
Quick closing of the top half of the 6th inning. Score remains 6-2. We'll be back for more running DK down about running us too much here. About 60 seconds.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
So finishing up that conversation, I was reminding DK that we used to condition. Now we may not have won a ball game, but we didn't go home tired after the game.
We could outrun them.
We could outrun them. We used to run more after baseball practice than the track team ran at track practice.
I was about to say, y'all probably ran more than cross country did.
And we had that 2 weeks condition, Andrew, and we didn't get on the baseball field. It was up on them bleachers, and we ran them bleachers a many a days. And I had a thing we called the train, and we would run the train. Them boys didn't like the train at all. And then we do the 4-3-2-1, 4 to first, 3 to second, 2 to third, 1 to home.
Pickups and killers.
Yeah, pickups and killers.
I particularly liked when y'all would go to the beach.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have the
PCB.
Yeah. That came after my time. They didn't have the beach. We just did pickups and killers.
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4 due up for the Bulldogs. Owen Gerald, Caleb Formby, and Ace Allen. Dogs running out of outs. 6 outs left here. 6-2 score. Allatoona on top. Underwood still on the hill. The pitch.
But on a serious
1 ball, no
note,
strikes.
Stuff like that in sports not only creates conditioning, but it creates camaraderie, esprit de corps within the team.
Yeah, they was all together because you could hear them all out there talking about the coach together, So I guess that was the camaraderie.
There's a bouncer foul.
Well, we were all in one accord.
They was all in unity on Coach Kelly's crazy or whatever. So they was all in one accord.
Yeah, that's the reason R. Lee Ermey started in Full Metal Jacket. Coach Kelly was busy coaching baseball.
Here's a little ground ball to second base. As Mancini picks up, throws over to Paul over at first, and they got him for the first out.
I'll call him Tweed. I'm telling you what, he puts the bat on the ball every time. He is a great, great number 2 hitter right there. If you got a kid like that can put the bat on the ball, if you get somebody on first base, do a little hit and run, a bunt or whatever.
Caleb Formby.
They need to get a couple right here.
Yeah, we do. Caleb Formby's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Cooper Underwood deals.
Right down the
Guess
middle.
what? Strike called.
One thing about it, you're not going to see many pitchers better than one they see today. You know, you're not going to see any pitchers like this.
Yeah, he is.
And they've accepted the challenge. You know, they didn't.
There's a high chopper. Going to be a tough play for the shortstop.
Going to be tough. Going to be tough. There we go. There we go.
He legs out an infield hit.
There we go. That's great.
Planeta there.
I think it would be unfair to call that an error. He had a slight bobble transitioning from the glove
it's gonna
to
be
the
a tough play, yeah.
That would be a
Batting for the Bulldogs.
really hardcore calling that an
Ace
E6.
Allen.
So here's double alt Ace Allen. Ace has 2 home runs this year. They were early in the season. Home run right here would put the Dogs right back in it. But that's tough to do. We've had some solid struck balls off of Underwood, and that's definitely a feat hard to do. There's a swing and a miss on a pitch that just disappeared on him. Strike one.
Yeah, it's ruled a single. Good.
That's the Dogs' 5th hit. Time called at the plate.
Well, and the home run game doesn't look like it looked a generation ago because of the bats.
Yeah, the bats is so different. You know, and they deaden the ball too, Jim. I mean, not only do they, you know, deaden the bats, but they also deaden the ball. You know, there when y'all was playing them aluminum bats was so live. You know, it was
home run derby, right?
And it was crazy.
0-1 on the way. Is outside. Yeah, it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it was nothing for back in the late 80s, early 90s to have a high school team like Cedartown that had 6 kids in the starting lineup that had more than 7 home runs.
That's what I'm saying, man.
In a season.
Yeah, it was.
That's unheard of now.
Look to first in the pitch. Nice breaking ball there. It's a strike called 1-2. Again, another one. Another good pitch. I mean, all you can do is just say, man.
I've seen
sort of
balls
wondering
back.
about his. You know, it's hard to tell if that's his breaking ball, if he's throwing his changeup right there, because it's so much. I know
I've
it's
seen
taking
balls
so
back
much
in those
off of
days
it, you
nearly
know?
make it to West Side.
Yeah.
1-2. Down low.
He
didn't go.
He did.
2-2.
And I remember when old Donovan Tate from Cartersville, and I don't know if you was calling him, but dang, Donovan Tate hit one here and hit the dang West Side. I mean, he hit dead center to West Side on the line drive, and I'm telling you,
Well, listen, I remember Walker Barrow hitting one straightaway center field, and Jamie, you were on the call with me on that one, and that was
landed up in the grass.
Yeah. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball line to right field. That's a base hit.
Come on.
That was a good pitch too that he was able to tee off on, and there'll be runners on first and second now with 1 out. Good piece of hitting there by Ace Allen.
But I'm going to tell you what, if the one Donovan Tate hit, if we'd had that fence, that screen out there, I don't know if it would have got over, because I'm telling you, it was a dry drive. Just
yeah, it never got more 10 feet off the air. Off the ground.
Everett Perkins.
Everett Perkins 1 for 1 with a run batted in.
That kid could stroke it. You know, he was a number 3 drought pick that year he graduated from high school, and you know he got drafted before old Trout that plays with the Angels. You know, he was before him. He was a heck of a player, man.
We'll check the runner at second. The pitch. Low and in for ball 1. Runner heads to third. Throw will not be made. And the Dogs have runners on first and third now with 1 out.
That was a great read on Formby's part, you know. And just need to make contact.
1 ball, no strikes with 1 gone.
He's got one of our hits today too, hasn't he? This kid here. I'm still trying to learn names, you know.
Yes, Everett Perkins 1 for 1. He does have a base hit. 1-0 pitch on the way from Underwood. Low and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Underwood up to about 84 pitches now.
Yeah.
Let's go, Coop.
And he's had a great start.
What's the cutoff in
at 85? If you go 85, you can't go to the next. Isn't that what it is? I'm not sure.
I think so. So in 110, I think, is the dead max.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
110 is the dead max. But it depends on how long they want to go.
If he goes 85, he can't come in Friday. Am I right? I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure on that. I'm thinking 85. That's what I remember back in the day. I may be wrong. You know, it may have changed since then.
One of their assistant coaches, their pitching coach, comes out to have a heart-to-heart.
I can't imagine this kid would be able to come back Friday, after the way he's thrown today. I mean, it's hard the kid's thrown today. I mean,
well, and Coach Johnson was telling us he tops out fastball 92, 93 sometimes with break, and that's just and a left-handed thrower at that. 2-0 the count to Everett Perkins with runners at the corners. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean it. Wow. 2-1 the count.
Come on, Bart.
2-0 count and you throw that to a batter. The odds are sort of against you on that right there.
Yeah.
So
2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul tip.
That one had some mustard on it.
I mean, it did.
That might have been in the 90s. Right
Where's
there.
the radar gun when you need
that
it?
might have been in the 90s right there.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to Perkins.
Well, and as I was saying earlier about the calling of the pitch sequence, that just nasty breaking ball that's coming in there, DK, at 72?
Yeah.
And then follow that up with one that's 90, it makes it look 98.
Yeah, so, he's seen the breaking ball, he's seen the fastball here. It's 2-2 count. What are you looking? What is the kid looking for?
Yeah, yeah. Excellent setup.
Yeah.
With the count being 2-2.
Here's the pitch. Swing and miss.
There it was. That was a curveball.
Yeah. I mean,
there was no doubt what that was.
What was that cheese you said, Jamie?
Limburger.
Man, that thing started on the outside corner and broke all the way across to the inside part of the batter.
Well, and the person that's the casual baseball observer doesn't see
Here's Jay
the
O'Neill.
excitement in all that.
Jay 0 for 2 with a strikeout, but he almost hit a home run his last time, or his first time up. There's a called strike 1 to him.
He's bringing some heat right now, boys.
You watch a game with the casual observer. They say nothing's going on, and I go, "There's 100 things going on."
This kid brought it right there. Now I'm telling you.
But see, the thing with Cooper Underwood, first the 0-1 pitch, runner goes, pitches outside. There will be no throw. No one was covering the bag at second. The thing is, though, I mean, he struggled a little bit today. But look at his competitive spirit. He hasn't given that up. He's still going 110%. And it seems like he's throwing harder now in the 6th inning than he did earlier in the game.
He is.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Wow. Strike 2.
His demeanor hadn't changed.
No, in fact, if anything, it's increased.
He's just, that pitch right there was just very
practically unhittable.
Just nasty. That's nasty.
1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Underwood kicks and fires outside.
Good miss.
2-2 the count.
Just missed.
Take that curveball that's breaking into the knees and then follow it up with another off-speed pitch off the plate, away.
Here it comes right here, what you just talking about.
Formby a third out and second. 2-2 outside, and that one pops away. We do not advance, though, from third. And again, I don't know if we would have scored or not.
I don't know if we would.
Well, in the pitch, DK, that we were both calling, is the pitch. He just didn't execute it.
Yeah,
he threw it off the plate, but it was the fastball on the outside.
Fastball. I thought he was going to bust that thing, and that's what he was trying to do, bust that outside. I won't be surprised now if he don't break that thing right on the middle of the plate.
Let's see what he does. The 3-2 pitch with 2 outs.
That's what he did.
Fouled it. Stayed alive.
Curveball just right over the meat.
Well, and I think Jay probably expected the same thing.
Yeah. Well, and you think, Jay's not pitching tonight, but Jay is a very seasoned, experienced pitcher. And
he's like,
there's a middle game going on.
He's like, what would I do in that situation? Yeah. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch again. Hit to center field, laced to center field, but it's going to be playable. He'll back up. Wow. Jenkins makes the catch. The Dogs lead 2.
That's 2 balls today that Jay O'Neill has hit right on the screws. Just
anywhere else.
Anywhere else.
6 feet anywhere else. And the kids,
So the Dogs threaten. The Dogs threaten severely. but nothing doing. Put up another 0. So that closes the book on the 6th inning here at the Dog Pound, with the Dogs still trailing by a score of 6-2. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back for more Bulldogs baseball here on the Big AA.
Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021. Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown, across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to your home of all things Cedartown High School Bulldogs, the Big AA. Cedartown's on 1340. Cedartown playing the Allatoona Buccaneers. Jamie Newsman, Drew Carter, and Coach DK Dole Kelly here with us to bring you the top half of the 7th inning, with the Dogs trailing by a score of 6-2. The Dogs have had several opportunities to score and came just a breath away from closing the gap on this game, but 1 inning left. Here's Andrew with the call.
Pinch hitter now for the Buccaneers. Off-speed pitch and a called strike 1. Nothing in 1 the count. This is Carter Wilson, number 30. Batting now. He'll bat for Elms. 0-1, swing and a miss for strike 2.
You get a hit that last inning, you scored them 2 runs, then you 6-4, it's just, and O'Neal drove the ball,
That one bounces up there, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's who you were thinking about.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking about, yeah.
Let's go, Carter.
And I don't know if it's the same family or not.
Neither, yeah.
1 ball and 2 strikes now to Wilson. Carter Wilson, good first name. There's a fly ball hit to right center field. Samuel Formby is underneath. Comes in a few steps and makes the catch for the first out. So 1 gone here in the top of the 7th.
Let's go, Cooper.
That'll bring up
Batting next for Allatoona, number 12, Cooper Slayton.
Cooper Slayton will now be the batter. Slayton, he'll bat for Hope. So Buccaneers emptying their bench here with some pinch hitters. That was slow for ball 1 in the dirt. 6-2 lead for the Allatoona Buccaneers here in this first of 3 this week. Games 2 and 3, a doubleheader Friday at Allatoona. 1-0 on the way. Wow. Half swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a good breaking ball. Broke that thing inside on his hands. And
handcuffed him,
man.
1-1. This is outside ball 2, 2-1 the count. One thing I've noticed about Baldwin this year, guys, is that he'll eat up innings for you, and he'll throw strikes and he'll throw good pitches. There's a line drive to left center field. It was breaking, and Peak there judged it well, made the catch for the second out.
That thing was breaking away from him, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
And he turned the wrong way to start with, but he regrew. That was great.
Number 1, Ben Harrison.
Ben Harrison, the right fielder, who's 1 for 1 with a run scored and a walk. 2 outs and nobody on for the Buccaneers here in the top of the 7th. And there's a ball hit into deep center field, but it will be playable for Samuel Formby, who backs up and makes the catch.
Very quick. 3 up and 3 down. Wow. Top half of the 7th inning.
What was that, 5 pitches?
Something like that. Not more than 6.
Yeah, it was quick.
So here we are, Bulldog fans, about to be in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Dogs are going to have to put up at least 4 to keep this thing alive. We'll take a 60-second timeout to hear some words from our Bulldog sponsors, and we'll be back for the last frame here on the Big AA.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown, or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Welcome back to Bulldogs baseball, folks, here on the Big AA. DK, what's the prescription here for the Bulldogs to come back?
You just got to go bite at a time, Jamie. You hope you got to get somebody on and just keep passing it back, and hope you can get it going. Just take it one base at a time, not try to do nothing fantastic. Just get people on base and see what happens.
Yeah, not try to do too much, because 3 runs is useless. You got to have 4.
You don't want to run yourself out of anything, so
don't make outs on the base paths.
Just want to, if you get on, then you're going base to base and see what happens.
B.J. Flemister will pinch hit here to start out the bottom half of the 7th inning. And Underwood still on the hill for the Buccaneers. And throws a big fastball out there. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Flemister batting for Peak in left field. 0-1 pitch. Cut and a miss.
He's just throwing it right now. Them 2 pitches, he just reared back and gassed it up, man. I don't think he'll let up any right here.
0-2. Throws the gas. Strike 3. Swing and a miss.
I don't think you're going to see many off-speed pitches in this inning until they do something. If he can do that, if he can locate the fastball. If I'm trying to get in the young man's mind, what he's thinking about is where we going to eat on the way home.
Yeah, he's up 6-2 right now. Yeah. He's going to say, hit me if you can right here.
Gavin Allred does have one of the Dogs' hits. He's 1 for 2, and that one bounces away for ball 1.
I mean, I really believe that he's throwing harder than he was the first and second. I don't know, but it looks like he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
97 pitches so far. But he's getting close to the end of the allowment that he will have.
110 Andrew?
110 is the. There's a base hit to right field. He's 2. He's 2 for 4 now, or 2 for 3.
Wow.
Well, and DK, if you put yourself in this Allatoona coach's head, and you've got this situation when he's going back out onto the mound, do you look at him and say, Georgia High School Association rule says you got 15 pitches left. You want a complete game or not?
I mean, he's going to let him finish it because he's probably knowing he's not going to pitch him on Friday. And so unless something just happens, this is his game to win, or whatever. So he ain't got nobody warming up. So
but as far as the pitch count goes,
he's going to let him go 110. Yep. He's going to let him go there.
Stretching the pitch on the way.
But don't be going deep in the count. Yeah. Rely on your fastball. Get out of this inning.
That's what he's doing. He's not trying to fool anybody right now. He's challenged them.
No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Again, the heat.
Man, if he was to throw a breaking ball right now, it would probably be.
I mean, it's been pretty much nothing but the fastballs.
He hadn't thrown a breaking ball this inning. There it was.
Swing and a miss, but he might reach.
He's going to reach.
Yeah, he will.
Wow.
So a strikeout, and the pitch in the dirt gets away, and runners will be at first and second.
And that was the first breaking ball he'd thrown this inning.
That's the first one he'd thrown. And he throwed a good one.
Yeah, it was a very good one.
Real good one. Maybe too good.
So still 1 out. Count the strikeout.
Your catcher, though, was set up outside on that, so you sort of wonder if it was.
Well, there's 2 outs and not a runner on first.
Because he couldn't advance.
That's right.
He couldn't go because there's only 1 out.
That's right.
Yeah.
You were correct. So that's an unfortunate thing right there, although he was easily safe at first, but like you said, that rule applies.
Base was occupied.
Although we did move over, Allred moves to second. So down to our final out. Strike 2, the breaking ball there to Samuel.
Curveball broke 3 feet.
I mean, DK is up here just like...
Man, that was a pitch, man, I'm telling you.
No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. The 104th pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Allatoona Buccaneers take game 1 of the series by a score of 6-2. DK, thanks for being with us tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all for all you do.
Thanks for the memories. We had a great time talking about it.
Y'all need to have service now. Are we done? Or you want to break out a song for us?
No,
service.
We'll save that for Wednesday night.
Yeah, some of the best memories that I have of Cedartown High School happened right out there on that baseball diamond.
Great memories. It's been great, and it's good, and there's still a lot of great memories being made. And and the great thing about it, Andrea, y'all been a part of that. WJA's been a part of that for forever and ever. I'll never forget when we didn't have this. They have Frank Burgess Senior.
He drive his pickup truck right up to the backstop and broadcast from out of his truck.
He hit my backstop many a day.
Drive that pickup truck up to the backstop and call the game from his seat.
He said, "Am I close enough?" I said, "Frank, I don't think you can go any closer." Love you guys.
Thank you, DK. Appreciate it.
God bless you.
All right, folks. Listen, take out this, and Jamie, you take that. We all right? We all right? You're good. You good? Well, listen, you take out that top of the 4th inning where they scored 5 runs.
Oh, yeah.
Cedartown wins this game.
That's exactly right. Allatoona's got an outstanding team, and they pitched. I'm looking at this loss in a positive light, as positive as it can be taken. Cedartown had some defensive miscues that contributed to that 5-run 4th.
Yeah.
And probably the best left-handed pitcher in the state in our classification.
I would say the best left-handed pitcher you're going to see this season.
Yeah, probably the best one you're going to see this season, regardless of what his ranking is. And Cedartown loses 6-2. So, yeah, it's a region loss. It's a region loss in the books. I know the guys always want to win, but Cedartown did well tonight, all things considered.
Yeah, take out, like we said, the 5-run 4th. There were multiple errors in that inning. And if the Dogs can kind of work out those demons, so to speak, I think, you're going to be competitive against a really good team like Allatoona.
And Jay O'Neill missed a 2-run dinger by 3 feet.
Yeah.
And then a few innings later, he missed a double by 2 feet. Just hit a rocket shot to right center that just was right at the center fielder. Yeah. There were a few others. Did not Formby hit one right on the screws?
He did.
That was hit right at somebody. So, you look at this pitcher that we've been up here bragging on him for 7 innings about the caliber of pitcher they faced.
Right.
But they put the bat on him.
They did. But you still got to tip your cap to Cooper Underwood.
No doubt.
Found fantastic, goes the distance, gets the win. 6-2 the final score. 6 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Buccaneers. 2 runs on 7 hits. The Dogs actually out-hit the Buccaneers, but the 4 errors were costly. The line, Caleb Formby went 2 for 3 on the day. Ace Allen 2 for 3. Both scored a run apiece. Everett Perkins 1 for 2 with an RBI. And then Gavin Allred went 2 for 3. Cedartown, unfortunately, comes up short here in this region contest. So the Dogs fall to a region record now of 2-2. The Buccaneers improved to a region record of 4-1.
Yes.
And the games 2 and 3 will be Friday. We won't be on the air for those, but of course we encourage you to follow. If you have a Game Changer account, follow them on the Game Changer app.
Right.
You'll be able to watch them, and they may even have NFHS Network there. I'm not sure, but you can catch the game. We'll keep you up to date. And of course, our next broadcast on the Big AA will be CHS Soccer.
Yes, and that was what I was about to say. I commend the Big AA for that. Cedartown's soccer program is outstanding.
It's elite.
It's an elite soccer program. I didn't come up playing soccer, so I'm personally not passionate about it.
The closest I came to playing soccer was indoor soccer at First Baptist Church.
Yeah.
That's about as close as I got to soccer.
But those kids that play soccer are as passionate about soccer as the kids that play baseball.
Yes, they are.
And they're as passionate about being Bulldogs as our football team, basketball team, baseball team. And thank you to the Big AA for giving those soccer fans a taste of what the baseball fans, football fans, but basketball fans have always been used to. Our soccer program is as you said, elite. And all I can say to our soccer team is go Dogs.
Absolutely.
Carry the torch.
The girls will start at 5 o'clock on Friday against Cartersville. Myself and Kevin King will be on the broadcast for that,
right.
at least for part of the broadcast. And then on for the boys' game, Sam Branch and our buddy Brian Rohr will be on for the second game, so be sure to tune in for the boys matchup as well as the girls matchup on Friday. We'll have that for you here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. He's Jamie Newsom.
And he's Andrew Carter.
And remember, when the Bulldogs play,
you'll always hear them on the Big AA.
Good night and God bless here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.